it is Michael Tackett here with the truth. I have the truth on my side, folks. I do research and I get facts, so here we go. I just found this absolutely awesome channel that is now on my recommended pages. I'll put one of those little thingies up, or the link where you hit it, or you click on it, and you can sub her page. She is awesome, smart, funny. You know, she gets her facts straight, and just great. Now, in one of her videos, she talks about, it's called the Political Comedy Page. She talks about how after the election of Barack Obama, basically the Republican Party is in an ice field, and a bunch of them are running across it, and there's a bunch of banana peels there. Well, on theory, I would like to agree with that and say, yes, they are pretty much screwed. But, and it's a good video, but I have to disagree with you. The Republican Party is not dead for these reasons. One, we try to act sophisticated, human beings do. We try to say like we're advanced and we've evolved over billions of years. At our heart, though, deep down on a subconscious level, we're very primitive, very tribal, very territorial. Like, parents with kids are going to be like, I don't want my kid to be a gay. Nope, they ain't going to marry no gay. You know, a lot of parents won't be like that, but a lot of parents will. They always will. There's always going to be those people who have fear of different races, different religions, and the Republican Party will always hit on them. But you're like, well, that'll make them a minority party. Well, they're probably going to go by whether or not, you know, a tide turns, and because who would have thought under the George Bush administration for a while people were getting a little more conservative, 9/11. But then, you know, we say we're getting a little more liberal, but really we're not. We're kind of moderate. You know, the thing is, you never know people's attitudes and whether it's going to change or not. I would love to believe that we're going to think this way for good now, but you just don't know. Look how a lot of women think now about being a mom, stay-at-home mom. A lot of them were like, yeah, why not? You know, so when the hell did you ever think that would happen again? You know, if they had the money, they would. A lot of women would. Some polls go as high as 70, 80%. I don't know if that's accurate, but I mean, who knows? It might be. Let's just say they're accurate and that's right. When did you know, it was 30% before, back in the 70s. So let's just say it's the highest it actually is 45 or 50%. That's still a big upswing. So again, you got to realize that people's attitudes can change. Right now, they may be like, hey, I'm for gay marriage, I'm for pot and stuff. But in the future, them or their children may be like, no, I've changed my mind. They may not, but I'm just saying that's a possibility that may happen. Human beings are very unpredictable creatures. And another thing, the South. This is where these traditions get passed down. Nobody touches my gun. I don't want no gay kids. Minorities stay in their place, I stay in mine. You know, this is where it comes from, is a lot of it. It comes up north too, but a lot of it comes from the South. And these traditions get passed down to their children. So you got to look at that. Also, you said in your video, libertarians may be the new Republican Party. In order to do that, they would have to get the Republicans that are Republicans now and get them to switch over to the Libertarian Party. And let me tell you that some may do it, but I'll say about 65% of them will not do it. They will not become libertarians for this reason. 3 reasons. 1, legalizing pot. While a lot of libertarians are like, yeah, man, no, get rid of the gun war on drugs is not working, man. I mean, while they may be like that, the fact of the matter is, conservatives, on the other hand, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are like, no, smoking marijuana is illegal, is morally wrong, even though tobacco and alcohol are legal. But anyway, they're going to think that. They're going to think that smoking weed is wrong, and there's nothing you can do to change their mind. Their kids are going to think that way. Not all of them will, but a lot of them will. Number 2, when it comes to the issue of gay marriage and things like that, they're not going to agree on that. They're not. Libertarians, a lot of them think it's a state's issue, and there's a few of them that even go farther than that. They're like, hey, it's an individual right, let them get married if they want. A lot of religious conservatives and just conservatives in general, hell no, I don't want the government Or hell no, I don't want any gay people getting married. Or the atheists and stuff I've seen use more homophobic slurs and stuff than Christians. So that right there will tear them apart. And the anti-war crowd. Libertarians are proud, staunch anti-war people. They are. That's one of the things me and the libertarians really get along with, is that I do not like wars. I don't. I think they are a waste of money and a waste of resources that we could be using on other things like healthcare, education, infrastructure, jobs. But, with conservatives, a lot of them are hawks. They are like, by God, we need to protect this country from those Muslims and all the other scary people overseas, even though we got a lot of terrorists. Well, never mind, I need to stay on topic. But, you get that. You get that with these people, with the right, they're going to be like, no, you bunch of anti-war liberal hippies. They're going to be like that. That's why Ron Paul never made it out of the gate. He got booed for, talking about using the golden rule. When did you think the Republicans would ever boo the golden rule? So yes, on that, it's going to divide them even more. And on abortion, there are libertarians, or the Ron Paul libertarians, who are like, it is a right to life and stuff, blah, blah, blah. But there are a lot of libertarians who are like, I think that the government shouldn't be involved in a woman's right to choose. There you go. That'll be the big one right there. Crack. If it hasn't cracked before, it will now. And according to some polls, I don't know. I'll look and see if they're accurate. But the majority of Americans now are pro-life. Women, men, it don't matter. They're pro-life. So that right there is going to just cause the Republican Party and the Libertarian Party to just crack, and they're not going to come together. The fact that they agree on guns, smaller government, which is an oxymoron, things like that, it's not going to be enough to keep them together. It's a good idea, for people who genuinely want more fiscally, spending, they're like, the government's out of control on its spending and everything. It's not going to be enough to keep them together. There were a lot of conservatives who genuinely hated Ron Paul. They hated his guts. So you're just not going to get those people to come on board. And sadly, I vote third party. I much would rather vote for the Green Party or the Socialist Party than I would the Libertarian Party, the Democrat, the Republicans, any of those nut job parties. But the fact of the matter is, the Libertarians and the Socialists, it's going to take a long time before they even have a chance, because we have been brainwashed and programmed by the media and by our family and stuff and what they talk about to vote Democrat, Republican. You have two choices, only two choices. So the Republican Party is not going anywhere. And if the economy gets worse, if this fiscal cliff, everybody's like, we'll blame the Republicans. We'll blame the Republicans. Really? Like they won the majority. The Democrats control the majority of the House now. They got 60 votes in the Senate. You see, it's a lot harder to get that, it used to be easy. Like when the Great Depression happened, the Democrats swept into the Senate, Congress, and Roosevelt. That's how he got all those laws passed. But nowadays, I'm just like, the Democrats have 54, 55 Senate seats, and they're still behind in the House of Representatives. So to say that just because gay marriage passed in a couple states and it's still only legal in 1/5 of the country, and that pot was passed in Colorado, means nothing. We're not a progressive country. On some things we are, like healthcare and education, yes. But on some social issues, no. We're really not. We want to think we are. But at heart, no. We're still cautious. We're still tribal. And we're still very fearful of things that we don't understand, that we don't get. So that's always going to play a role into why people vote. There's going to be people who vote with their wallet, vote with their brain, but there's always going to be people who vote out of fear, out of, you're not going to ruin my culture, my religion, my children, my family, my community. You're not going to get them to change. Well, I hope this wasn't too much of a bore, because there was a lot of ground to cover. I thank you to all the new subscribers and everything. I got almost 1,100 now. This is awesome. I've gained like 50 new subscribers since I came back in a month, so that's 50 in 1 month. I really appreciate it. Please, I'm a nice guy. I really am a nice guy. I like to debate, so if you want to leave a comment, tell me what you think. Subscribe, rate, comment, whatever you want to do. I really appreciate it, and I really want to thank everybody for. I've got over 100,000 channel or video views, and never thought that would happen. That's really nice. A lot of people who are much better than this than me, like the Azov and people like that, and Franks, who deserve more hits, and for some reason I still get, a lot of people have left YouTube, and yet I can still get 1,000 views on a video, or 200, 300, 400, and I actually am very proud of that. I'm very proud, and if people think just because my views have went down some, then I'm going to quit doing videos, no. No, I do this. Would I love to have a booming channel with 10,000 subscribers and 6,000 hits a video? Yeah, I would. I really would, but if I don't get one, I don't get one. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope at least I did pretty good on this. Bye. Oh yeah, also I have to make this add-on because I did forget a couple of very important points. First, Scott Walker. This guy passed like so many busting up union bargaining and very strict anti-abortion laws and everything in Wisconsin, or tried to pass them or anything, and still, what happened? He got reelected. So, to say that the Republican Party is going to go down the gutter, no, it's not. It's sad but true. Scott Walker should have lost, but he didn't. And John Boehner. This guy is the worst Speaker of the House ever. And did he get voted out by the American people? No. The Republicans still control the House, and I know it happened through redistricting. But that's another thing. That's why they did this. Why do you think they did this? They did this to make it so hard for the Democrats to get the majority that, they're still redistricting. They're not done redistricting yet. So, to say that the Republican Party is dead, no, it's not. It's wounded, but I've seen this before. I've seen the Republican Party get kicked down before, but it'll get back up. Will they change? They'll probably moderate some, especially on immigration, to appeal to Latino voters and stuff. You're like, if they don't, even if they don't, there's always going to be a bunch of fearful-minded people in this country. It's sad, but it's the truth.